Hello and welcome to Fun Friday Drawing with Mr. Jason. Today we're going to draw an elephant. You're going to need a pencil, paper, an eraser, and to color it you'll need something like crayons or markers. We're going to draw landscape, so the paper will be wide, not quite as tall. I'm going to use my Sharpie so you can see the drawing a little bit more clearly. And we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our elephant in the middle of the page. We're going to start with probably the most recognizable part of an elephant. We're going to start with its trunk. So we're going to start in about the middle of the page, but on the left side. Remember that if you hold your thumbs out, your left hand is the one that's shaped like the letter L. So over here, we're going to make the trunk go curved line out, curved line back in, and back up. At the top of the trunk, the elephant, depending on whether it's an African elephant or an Indian elephant, it has either two little finger-like protrusions or one. For our drawing, we're going to do the two. So two bumps for the elephant's trunk. We're going to come back down around that line, but make sure that it's not too skinny. The elephant, it uses its trunk for a lot of things, so not too skinny. Too skinny, it's a snake. If you make it wide enough, it's an elephant's trunk. So we come back down around, come down. That is a pretty good elephant's trunk. Now, where this line is stopped, I'm going to come back up, show the underside of the elephant's trunk. I'm just going to follow along until I get to the top, and then I'm going to curve down. Draw two nostrils. Where I ended this trunk, I'm going to curve up to do the elephant's head, but then I'm going to draw a semicircle here and a semicircle here. I'm going to skip a little line here and draw a curved line that finishes the elephant's head. Under this semicircle, I'm going to draw a circle and a dot. In this semicircle, I'm going to draw part of the eye and a dot. And elephants have eyelashes, so we're going to add a couple eyelashes here and a couple eyelashes there. We're going to draw her ear. We're going to start with a curved line that comes up, and at the top of this curve we're going to come back down and draw a wavy line that comes back up. And on this side we're going to do the same thing. Curved line up and a wavy line down. Coming back to this trunk, we're going to curve it back up, and we're going to draw a little notch. It's a curved line that comes down and then back up. And in that space right there that we made, we're going to draw a tusk. Curved line, curved line. And then on the other side of her head, another tusk would come out around here, curved line, and curved line back towards her head. Underneath this tusk, we're going to draw her mouth. We're going to draw the letter V, and then around it, a curved line that continues to curve and comes down like that. And then we can connect these two. From where this line stops, we're going to come up just a bit and draw practically straight line that comes down. What I mean by practically is if it's not exactly straight, that's okay. Just try your best. Near the bottom, where we finish this line, we're going to come back towards this side a little bit and draw a curved line and a slightly curved line. We'll come back up and a big curved line like that. And the bottom of her foot, we'll add some toes. This is just a wavy line. Add 3 toes. Our elephant has depth. We drew an ear on that side, a tusk on that side. We're going to draw a leg on this side. Straight line down. Curve out. Come back to the other foot. Wavy line for some toes there. You see where her neck meets her leg right here? We're going to continue this curve, but we're just going to have to imagine it because it's behind this leg. So imagine where it would come. When you get to this side, we're going to draw a big curved line for the rest of her belly, and then we're going to curve it up. Then back here, we're going to draw another straight line. Going to make it about as long as this leg. Draw a curved line for that back foot. Come back around. Come up. Come up. And then her backside. We can continue this all the way to her ear. We're going to add another line just for a wrinkle, and then add her toes. Legs in front, we're going to show 3 toes or 3 toenails. Legs in the back, we're only going to show 2 because the other toenail will be on the side that we don't see. We're going to add that last leg, straight line, curve it, come back so it touches that foot, and then we're going to come up just like this leg does and curve it back just like that leg does, and 2 toes. We're going to follow the curve of her back, go straight and curve back up, draw another curved line, and then on the end of it draw some hair. It usually looks a little bit like a paintbrush. We're going to add some wrinkles for our elephant because elephants have plenty of wrinkles. On the knees, we're going to draw a spiral. You're going to draw a dot, and then you're going to curve around that dot. Do another one on the front leg. Dot, and the line that curves around itself. Do another one here. Curves around itself. Curves around itself. So our elephant has knees. Behind this front leg, just some curved lines. We can add some more lines back here if we want. And lines behind, on the back. See where these feet meet the leg. A couple lines there. Add some under the eyes. But most importantly, if you're going to draw any wrinkles, you need to draw them on the trunk. So these will all be curved lines. I'm just going to go all the way up around our elephant's trunk with curved lines, and even on the underside. I think the last touch we're going to have for our elephant is on the top of her head. Add a couple hairs. And that is our elephant, except she's floating in space. So we need to put her somewhere. We're going to draw a line showing the ground all the way across. So you get to her leg, stop. Imagine, pick it up, stop. You get on the other side, you can go all the way until you get to the other side of your paper. Underneath our elephant is a place where you'd see some shadow. I'm just going to draw some lines. These are diagonal lines. We're just going to draw diagonal lines under where the elephant is, just to make it look like there's some shadow. Now, where is your elephant? You could draw her in Africa or India. Draw some trees. So maybe draw a tree trunk. Maybe some Dr. Seuss looking branches around the tree. Use wavy lines to make some leaves. You look at that for a bit. Another kind of Dr. Seuss looking tree here. I'm just using curvy lines. Yours did not have to look exactly like mine. I'm just kind of making random tree branches. So it's just straight line and curvy lines. And then wavy lines for the tree. In the background, maybe draw Mount Kilimanjaro. It's the tallest mountain in Africa. We'll draw a diagonal line going up behind our elephant. Continue up. It has a flat top. It's a sleeping volcano. We'll come back down. And at the top it has a little bit of snow, sometimes, depending on the time of year. Some ridges. Maybe a flock of birds flying. These are just wavy lines. And behind Mount Kilimanjaro, maybe a morning sun just starting to rise. Make that look a little bit more like a circle. And we'll draw curved lines around it to make it look like a brand new sun starting the day, maybe a few clouds in the sky. Wavy lines. When you color it, make sure to remember which ones are clouds and which ones are tree leaves. Anyway, that is our elephant in a African savanna. Make sure you put your name on it somewhere. And, as always, if you have any suggestions, let your teacher know, and maybe it will be next week's art lesson. Have a great day, and keep drawing.